Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Today we are in replenishment mode. That being said, what we are doing is restocking stuff that we have used through the year, through 2019, and it's 2020. Happy New Year, by the way. And this is stuff that we need to store that will last a very, very long time if properly stored. And this is stuff that we just need to set aside. Now, will you live or die if you have these three things stored? More than likely not. But it will make your life so much better as far as cooking, cleaning, preparing, sanitation to some degree, that I think you would do very well to go ahead and set aside a year's worth of this for yourself and your family. Now I know you're thinking, oh my God, that's hundreds of dollars. Nah, 20 bucks. 20 bucks for these three items, and that will last you for 1 year. Put them in a mason jar or some sort of self-sealing bag. Vacuum seal it if you need to. And you will do very, very well. I'm going to spin you around, show you what we're talking about. More to come. Okay guys, now we're back and I want to show you cornstarch, baking powder, and baking soda. And these things are often confused. They are all used in cooking and thickening and recipes to make stuff rise. If you're doing breads or gravies or stuff like that. But are they absolutely essential? No, not really, but you can use them to make your life so much better. Well, baking soda can be used to clean and disinfect. Baking powder you can use to make bread and make bread rise, as opposed to having unleavened bread, which would be the equivalent of eating, I guess, pizza dough for the rest of your life. Cornstarch is actually used for both of those purposes, and it's also used for hygienic reasons to help with chafings, scratchings, irritations, and you can also use it to thicken meals as well. So they all have their place. They all are very important. And let's see, we'll go over the numbers here. $1, $1. We'll zoom out. $1, $1, dollar and a quarter, dollar and a quarter, a dollar. Okay, actually less than 20 bucks. That should last my wife and myself and our daughter and our 2 grandchildren that come over, and more than likely their parents. So it would be 3 adults, 4 adults, 5 adults, and 2 children. This would last 1 year. 12 bucks maybe, including the glass containers that we're going to put them over into. Now, what you do, put the dates on them if you're not going to change them over into glass containers or mason jars or these containers, cornstarch 2020. That's what I put on the dates. And then everything gets rotated. Baking soda, baking soda, baking soda, baking soda, baking soda. That would have a baking powder. So this would take care of dang near all of your baking needs for a year for 7 people. More to come. Okay guys, now we're back. Now I know this is not anything exotic about suppressors or new guns or anything like that. Here's what I know. Here's what I know. I am 51 years old. In my 51 years, I have had to use the sidearm that I carry religiously, daily, maybe twice, where I felt like my life was in danger. Now, conversely, let's look at the other side. Out of those 51 years, every day I have had to eat at least once or twice a day. I'm kind of an odd fella. I only eat once a day. I do a lot of keto. I do a keto lifestyle, so I eat about once or twice a day. But most people eat 3 times a day. My wife and my daughter and the grandkids, they eat 3 times a day. I only eat once a day. So, out of all of that, 365 days a year for 51 years of my life, I've had to eat on average, let's say twice. And I've had to use or pull a weapon to defend myself or protect my property and my family twice out of 51 years. You can see the importance of stockpiling, storing food, as you can see in the background. And we are in the process of doing a whole lot of changes to the studio, tiny house, and we're actually putting up a lot more shelves because we have a lot more stuff to do. This is stuff that you want to prepare for. This is stuff that is super freaking cheap. A little bit of flour with the baking powder, you can make something that will rise. You can actually make a cake. Put a little candle on it, put a little whatever you want to on it, and you can do a birthday cake in a SHTF situation. And that goes a long way for morale. More to come. Okay guys, now we're back. I just wanted you to know that a lot of times the preps that you do, you don't have to spend the $400 on the dried food and blah 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 and all that crap. Build it up slowly and buy your staples, buy what you need. Condiments go a long way, because who wants to eat beans and rice for 2 years? I got 2 years worth of beans and rice for 6 people. Why would I want to eat that crap? Well, you better make it flavorful. That's one thing. So add things to make life more comfortable. It's not there is no such thing as zombies. You know, it's a bunch of crap. But there is such thing as power outages, storms that come through, ice storms that fall, tree limbs fall on your power lines and render you without power for 5-6 days, which has recently happened to us. If you are following us for any length of time. 5 days without power. They hooked the power up and then they turned it back off to reconnect, and so we were without power again for 2 days. And we are going to probably buy another generator and get closer and closer to a whole house generating system. Not that we would run a whole house, but something we could run more amps. That would be the answer for that. But anyway guys, we're going to wrap everything up. In just a second you're going to picture my ugly mug pop over here, as well as my beautiful wife on the opposite side. Give me some videos. We're indeed your brand of wacky. Take care of you people, guys.